there's that NAP we can start now, and the best NAP we can have is this one. Yeah. So the final NAP. So okay. So let's just go ahead a little, and this is network access protection. So need for NAP. Okay, let's go for this one and just explain the whole thing. The basic concept behind NAP is that if your machine is connecting over the network and trying to access your infrastructure servers like Active Directory, DHCP, or File and Print, and getting those services, if you put NAP in the middle, it's going to check when the machine is trying to connect to your infrastructure servers, it's going to check if this machine is healthy, if this machine is compliant with company policies, and the compliancy checks are if it is up to date with Windows updates, if it has a firewall on, if it has malware on, if it has antivirus, antivirus. So these are the few things that's going to check. If it doesn't find it at all, or if the older versions are detected, then there are two options, depends on the company investment. So the machine is first of all denied access to the infrastructure of your network. And if you have a remediation network here, what will happen here? So your machine will be redirected to this remediation network, and here there will be WSUS, and it's going to give all the Windows updates. Antivirus server should be there as well in the remediation network to update your wire signature. And group, Active Directory is already there to put that group policy that's going to turn on your firewall, right? So whatever was missing would be brought up, and if the updates were not there, brought to the latest updates and antivirus signatures. Suppose your company does not invest in a remediation network but still decides to have a NAP implemented on the perimeter network. So when the machine connects here and the NAP finds that, oh, there are some compliance settings are missing, or the machine Windows updates are old and signatures are old for antivirus. If you don't have remediation network, that means first of all that machine is not connecting to your network until that guy comes to the network, comes to the office, and or comes to that tech department and say, hey, my machine is being denied connection to your network and I need to access that file share, and can you please update my antivirus and everything, or just connect to any net, just connect to Wi-Fi of your company network, and at once the antivirus should be detecting that. If your antivirus detects that, and if your WSUS detects that, they should be updating that. Anyway, if remediation network is not there, so machine would be redirected to guest network, which means go sit there and enjoy. You're not getting access to the inside network until you're compliant, right? Compliance means following the company policies, right? So NAP will implement that compliance requirement. If you enable that NAP feature, it's going to not let the machines, and it's not only that you're connecting from outside, you can connect from inside machines also, these machines. So NAP server, so the only thing is between the file servers, Exchange server, web server, you can put NAP server, and the local machines, they are trying to access the infrastructure servers and other file servers, application servers, and they won't be able to even the local machine cannot connect if you implement NAP. So you as a system administrator, would you do that? If the choice is yours, the management asks you, okay, do you want to implement NAP? We heard about this, it's a good feature, but would you implement that? Do you see any problem there? Do you see an issue? Do you see any political issue here?
Well, people that are connecting and not compliant, and then they're going to dump them over to remediation.
They wait.
Then they're going to have to wait and wait and wait
Yep.
and wait. And
If it's a director, manager, CEO,
well, they're going to be pissed off.
they're gonna be pissed off. And they're gonna still blame you. Hey, my machines are supposed to be updated, they're not updated, whose fault is that? They're gonna just ask us who implemented NAP. So either your network should be, your update servers should be very, very good, that they're updating each and every instant all the machines. If they're not, and the manager somehow had a tour and is coming back or remotely connecting, Okay, it's not my fault. I'm disconnected and make it work, whatever. I need to connect. I'm bringing company a lot of business here. So otherwise, if the company management is stronger and supporting you more than those other, bigwigs, like the higher management, then that guy could just whine out and do some disrespecting words as they do. Okay, I cannot connect, so that's it. I'm angry now, and blah blah blah. But sometimes companies behind the administrators, right? The administrators do say that okay, if that happens, they're gonna wait. So it's all depending. This decision depends mostly. This is more political than actual technical.
So is it only for the servers, or you can even assign it for computers?
That is only for the computers.
Servers.
Computers, client machines. So this is the client machine that is trying to connect, and the compliance setting of the client machine will be checked. Although we can also add servers as well, and so this is the end of this lab. Let's go for just kidding, man. So that's okay. So yeah.
Can you configure like if this NAP will work for the external network or internal network or not?
Yes, exactly. Internal traffic set aside, no NAP for that. But outside traffic coming, exactly, main point for NAP should be for outside traffic, but it works for inside traffic as well. It's a good compliance setting. If the machines are not being updated, it's either administrator's fault or the users are messing up. And if the end users are abusing the machine, you really need to take some action there. That viruses are spreading again, and the updates are not there, the bugs are there, and it could be anything. But NAP really gets everything in line. NAP makes sure that every machine is updated with new antivirus, latest updates, firewall is on if that's what you want. So there is that page that you can uncheck. Okay, don't check for firewall. So then it's not gonna stop at least for firewall if it is off. Or don't check for antivirus. That's a bad idea. Or don't check for WSUS, Windows updates, right?
Or you could make a separate network for top executives.
For top executives,
It's a different
definitely it's more political here than actual technical.
In NAP you have a section for certain users, right?
We can set it for a specific set of machines. So this means
groups also, you
create a group of machines for those guys who are not bigwigs. They were like, yeah, we're just employees. So and those who are get the machine names and IP addresses of those machines, which are managers and directors, and let them abuse the network. And the other guys, just have a stick. Okay, so we understand the purpose of NAP, right? That you were not here. Okay, so anyway, NAP is if you put the machine there, it just checks compliance, right? So compliance means antivirus signatures are latest, WSUS is latest updates, and firewall is on. If that is not on, what happens? It will not let you select the infrastructure. It will not access the file servers, web servers, exchange server, whatever server, right? So it's gonna say update that, then come back. But it says, oh, we have a remediation network here. So it's going to redirect if the company invested on remediation network. So this means that the user have to wait a little more. And okay, we have no idea how little more is little more. It could be 1 hour. When your machine is redirected to this one, WSUS will update. I don't know how long it will take and how many machines are in queue right now to take that update, right? And antivirus updates and everything will be checked. Then NAP will check again. If the compliance is there, then you can access the infrastructure network. Otherwise, you are sent to the guest network, which means your machine is hopeless, and right now you cannot connect. Go there, and this is a guest room, and listen to songs. That's it. But nothing here. Yeah, it's like kind of quarantine thing. Okay, you can't do anything. So we understand the purpose of NAP. Now Amarnath will also say, okay, I just came here. So can you repeat that again? No, I'm just kidding. Come on, man. Okay. So we understand that. So anyone has implemented any such solution in your company? Have you seen that implemented? Have you seen Cisco alternative for this? Do you know what is NOC?
Network operations.
Well, It's not NAC. Hey, why did I even suggested that? I think it's NAC or NOC, but it's coming in the wizard. It's coming. I think it's NAC in Cisco. It's in Cisco as well. NAC. Here it is NAP. Did you next? So and did you learn about that? Do you know how it works? But it is just said in the forums that okay, NAC is the alternate for NAP, Microsoft NAP and Cisco NAC, right? Anyway, so let's go ahead. Enforcement types: IPsec, health check. You can put a certificate there as well through certificate services, and if that certificate is there, this means this is another extra requirement you're putting. Not only that WSUS is there, it updates, firewall, antivirus signatures, also certificate should be there. Certificate, this means that it's another extra authentication layer. If everything else is good but certificate is not there, this machine is not our machine. This machine is someone else, right? So you can just put that IP address based or port specific as well. So you can just go for specific range of IP address. Okay, we're just going to punish those guys. Not punish, I mean take them through NAP, only these machines, you know, nobody's in the company. And okay, I should not say that, come on, that's rude. Okay, anyway, so switch or access point, you can, any traffic going through switch, coming through switch or access point, 802.1 just means wireless, right? So you can just control through VPN. So IPsec over the, you know, IPsec is also portable traffic. I mean, it's moving traffic. And then wireless traffic, and then VPN also outside, but it works for inside traffic as well. Wired connection as well as wireless. Today we're going to test actually wired or local connection. So any traffic coming from DHCP can also be napped, right? Okay, direct access. Anyone knows what's the difference between, okay, first of all, what is VPN? Virtual Private Network. You use it for what? Yep, so you connect it from home or a branch to branch VPN connection you can have, and you can connect from home as well. But there's an alternate unsecure one as well. You want to connect from home to company, there's another way to do that without VPN. You know what is that? Remote desktop. Remote desktop. If you have company's public IP and if you have enabled that port, hey, what's the port for RDP? Remote desktop. Anyone use that? 3389. So remote desktop, you can just open in firewall that port and remote desktop, and you can connect. That's the most unsecure way to do that. VPN. Oh, yeah, through the VNC servers, you can just go there.
Now you have the dual authentication where when you connect.
Oh yeah, dual authentication as well.
So
Also the at the same time, yeah, you're saying, sorry.
So when you connect to the terminal server using RDP, you prompt it to authenticate on your phone or
Oh.
a secure token or anything.
If it's multi-factor authentication, that's the best way to do it. At least RDP is, you know, you confirm that this is your guy or not, right? So now what is VPN? VPN, you need a VPN client in your machine, right? So it could be Cisco VPN client. It could be any other company. Checkpoint VPN client. You've used that?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other company you've used?
Fortnet.
Pulse, Fortnet. Pulse also. Okay, Pulse. Yeah. So also, what else? What is the difference between direct access and VPN? So VPN needs a client. You double click the client. If you have the certificate given by the company there, it's going to check that certificate. You put the username, password, and you're connected to your company network. What is direct access? Direct access is a crazy concept that is, being introduced. It was introduced in 2008, but it is being applied now. Direct access just means that your machine, as soon as you leave the network, as soon as you leave your company and you're connected to the internet, you're connected directly to your company. As soon as you open your laptop lid and you get an internet connection in McDonald's, you're directly connected to your company server.
That's not good.
Well, it seems that it's not good. But you know what's going on? You save the double click of VPN. So when you start VPN, what happens? There's a certificate in the background. Certificate will be in direct access as well.
You can modify the VPN client to automatically connect.
Whenever we want.
Yeah.
So yes, we can do that too. But suppose VPN client is corrupt. Now what? You're stuck. And it's a non-technical person calling their desktop support. Hey, my VPN client at 2 a.m. is stuck. It's corrupt and I cannot connect. And to a non-technical guy at 2 a.m., if you're on the desktop support and you're trying to explain, go to start, and the person says, where's start? So if it's that kind of person who doesn't even know where's the start button, so good luck. But direct access is removing the client side hurdles. As soon as you're connected to internet, the security measures will automatically get enabled, activated in the background, and you're directly connected to your office anytime you're connected to internet. The first question is it secure? It's very secure. It's using IPv6. We need to just understand what's happening in the background as soon as the internet connection is established. So all the security mechanisms are activated, and they are
That you browse through their network and not.
yes, through their network, which is slower, but you're using their proxy. This means they also know what you're doing all the time. If it's a which website you're going at, and it's your work laptop, right? So they will be 24/7 connected, or whenever you start, you're in the eyes of the company now.
It's funny, I had the vice president ask me that question once
Oh.
at my last job.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm connected to VPN, can you see on the firewall what I'm looking at on the internet? I go, oh yeah.
Oh. That's why he didn't like you then.
Well, he didn't
You
know.
should have said
He
no.
probably heard about it and then
Yeah.
he wanted to ask, right?
Yeah,
I go,
yeah.
absolutely.
Definitely. So stay away from those sites. Yeah, you should have said that too. Okay. So DHCP. Then there's a difference between VPN and direct access. The only difference is, well, direct access is very secure, but there is no client side hurdles anymore. As far as client is concerned, you're connected. Which, if it's a company policy and they're paying you 50 per hour, you can just, yeah, okay, sir, yes, sir, whatever you implement on me, it's okay.
But you still need to authenticate though. You just need a password.
Even not that. So username. So there's a certificate there, and certificate just gets, the credentials are just automatically put there.
It's all tied into your domain login.
So no, there are more than that. So not only domain login, there's Ipsec involved, which really is a very good protocol for portable traffic. Plus IPVIX. Why did I say IPVIX to IPv6? Okay, VIX. IPv6 with its security protocols are also involved. So we're going to talk about that as well. It might not be a doable lab, but talkable lab at least, right? Did you implement that?
Why not do it?
Because we need 6 machines. Yeah, we need 6 VMs. Okay, some of us are ready. We're gonna do first the the most important after that, which is failover clustering, right? In fact, we should be doing next week. So guys, 1 domain controller new, and 3 member servers, totally new, right? So we're gonna do failover clustering next week because that's the most important that I want to cover as soon as possible, and that's gonna take like full 1 class failover clustering, and we're gonna actually shut down and crash the machine, and the shares should be perfectly available. So I'm gonna send that email. If I forget after 2 minutes, next week you should have 4 new machines ready and 1 domain controller, 3 member servers. One domain controller, 3 member servers.
You can use the midterm service or
Yes, 1 domain controller, 3 member servers. Oh, well, you know what? You can take the risk of using used machines. Failover clustering is a very sensitive operations and tasks and configurations. It's very, very sensitive.
You're gonna let us know the domain name and the IPs?
Just go for the day 1 settings configuration. Day 1 is humberdomain.local and 192.168.200.1. So guys, if I forget emailing you, please remember failover clustering is the job getter, one of the job getters. So they will ask, how do you know failover clustering, right? And we're gonna do till the end, the whole thing, right? So we need 4 latest new machines, right? So if for that, if you had to delete something, delete that, but it's mucho importante, right? Okay, I was looking for Diego. Mucho importante is okay, right? Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, so that's a DHCP. We're going to do DHCP, which is local clients. If they're compliant, they should get access to domain controller. If they're not compliant, they will be denied access, and you will get. So our lab will be, if we will be non-compliant, right? No firewall, no antivirus, no Windows updates. We're perfect. Woohoo. Okay, so as soon as it sees, we're going to turn on all the compliance options. It's going to check, and at once you will get a limited network connectivity. If we get that limited network connectivity, we're good. This means NAP is implemented and we're screwed, right? We cannot connect now. If it's does not come, we just have to restart a couple of million times and it's going to come, right? So welcome to Microsoft. But all right, there's a scenario. We have a server 1, a domain controller hosting domain called mydomain.local, and client 01. We're all disturbed now. I am still in shock now. Oh, okay, just kidding. So, hey, that was Pac-Man sound or what? That was like Mario, Super Mario. Anyway, so let's just go for NAP now. For the NAP lab now. Let's just implement that. Okay, so first thing, let's go to server 1 and go for dashboard, go for add and features. Then we go next, finish, and then we go. Okay, just kidding. So, so this could be also something that you will be asked, at least if not implement, and try. Feel free to not recommend that for the company. It's more political than technical, but if you know that, that's good. So where's NAP anyway? If we go to, hey, how do you know that? Okay, so on server 1, we're gonna go to network policy and access services. Oh, you were asking that. Okay, so no, don't go there. Okay, remote access. Do we go for remote access here? Yeah, it's as you said. So yes, as Kevin said, network policy and access services, because remote access we're going to go for VPN as well, right? So remote, everyone selected that. So when we select that, add features come, network policy and access services as a role. Everyone selected that? Yes. Okay, next. Nothing in features. Next. Okay, next. So here, everyone on this screen, network policy server. Okay, that's what we're selecting. And then there's health registration authority, which is HR issues health certificates. Health certificates, like you don't have diabetes or, oh no, it's just for the machines itself. That health certificate just means that the compliance is there, and there's a certificate for that, and you need the certificate services for that. That's just more security. And HCAP, or host credential authorization protocol, you can see here that HCAP allows you to integrate your Microsoft Network Access Protection solution with Cisco Network Access Control, or NAC, right? When you deploy HCAP with Network Policy Server and NAP, NPS can perform the authorization of Cisco Network Access Control clients. So those who are coming from Cisco switches, you can just grab those as well, but they could be all Cisco switches. Maybe there are VPN clients from other vendors, but if it's coming from Cisco switches, nab them first, right? Oh, okay. So, but it's just good that you define the source as well, and NAC would have its own set of policies. Cisco side would have its own set of security policies as well, right? They just work together. So network policy server, we're just going to select that and go ahead and restart, check that, install. Okay, I'm going for NAP. We shouldn't have said NAP so many times. It's really taking its toll now.
The configuring certificate service is a button.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do that. In last few days, when we're gonna be sitting till 7:30. Hey, come on, it's for you. So every cohort we start that last few days of long sitting and covering all the labs, right? So it's something that's for you, right? So if you all are willing to, I'm willing to too. I'm willing to too. Okay, two. Okay, so let's just go for, there's that NAP on the left side, you can see. Everyone sees that? Okay, once we done that, so let's go ahead. Okay, yeah, whatever. Is it done for everyone? Yes. Oh, okay. Hey. Okay. So everyone napped? Okay. So when you right click, so NAP is here. When you right click on the other side, there's a network policy server here. Let's open that. Or NPS from tools as well. It's the same thing, right? So everyone selected that? So NAP on the left side, everyone sees that? Okay, then right click here, network policy server. Everyone seesaw that? Seesaw? Okay. See, senor. Okay, so when this opens, there is that on the top NPS local, and there's that network access protection, but we're not gonna go directly here now. We're gonna stay there. Yeah, who's listening to that, man? Okay, so NPS local. So let's configure NAP now. So there will be certain options here that we have to configure. Our test will be that our client machine or server machine, that's gonna be our test machine. It's gonna have limited network connectivity because it's not gonna be complying with any of the NAP options. So it must show that. If it does not, then our lab is not confirmed. So let's go ahead and configure NAP. Click this, configure NAP. And this screen should come up. Everyone is on this screen, right? Yes. See, okay. NV, right. So when you drop down this, so these are all the ways, or these are all the sources from where the network traffic will come, or the clients will try to connect, and you can NAP them, right? So it could be DHCP, local traffic. It could be HRA or Ipsec with Health Registration Authority, which means portable traffic, or anything that's moving from VPN, from direct access. So then wired, again local, and wireless. This is, again local, wireless, right? So, and then VPN and remote desktop gateway. RD gateway is just like, you can use, just like Citrix, you can have application virtualization as well. So outside traffic as well as inside traffic can be all gone through or redirected through NAP. So we just have DHCP here, so we're just gonna select that DHCP. NAP, DHCP, so we're going for local traffic through NAP. Okay, next. Now radius clients. Okay, what is radius? Anyone knows that? It does that. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly create that map of, okay, so you're saying AAA. What about this radius clients? Who are the radius clients?
Probably the workstation connected.
No. So radius clients is one. Radius clients is one confusing thing that everyone is, okay, okay. So anyway, so what happens here? If you have domain controller in the company and or domain controllers, what's going on here is, okay, let's just go for one domain controller. So what's going on here, if you have parameter servers here, VPN server, Citrix server, remote desktop servers, so Citrix gateway, so traffic for Citrix traffic coming in, VPN and RDS, remote desktop services, and any other way the traffic is coming in, right? So what's going on here? Lot of traffic hitting from outside to the perimeter network servers, and then when the traffic comes, these guys are supposed to ask the domain controller, hey domain controller, who's this guy? Please cross-check the credentials. Second, third connection here. Second, third, fourth, fifth connection. 8, 9 connection. So they're all directly connecting from the perimeter network to all the, all the users' credentials need to be looked up through domain controller. This is the DC. But this is overwhelming for the domain controller. Domain controller is already handling local traffic, huge amount of local traffic and local services. So it already is offering. Okay, so what happens? We don't want every perimeter server to be cross-checking their users' credentials and directly connecting to our domain controller. So what do? Then we go for a radius server in the middle, right? We put that radius server in the middle. It's the middle guy, and we put there. It's gonna do AAA as you said, authentication, authorization, accounting. And what it's going to do, it's going to do it on behalf of that domain controllers, and it's going to take all the connections from outside. So now connections are coming all to radius server, and these VPN server, Citrix gateway server, remote desktop services server, here they're sending connections and on behalf of domain controller. So it's going to take that traffic and still confirm from, so this traffic will be coming from just one server, asking for credentials, confirming for credentials of all the connections that are going here. So middle guys here, right? Now who are the radius clients here? Okay, so radius server, those servers there are actually the radius clients, not the connections are coming from Windows 7 clients outside, but they're hitting the servers, Citrix gateway, VPN server, RDS. The RDS are now the clients of radius server. So those servers are actually clients, so clients should not be confused for Windows 7, 10, 8 client machines, right?
Yeah, it could be a RAS box.
Yeah, it could be RAS box, exactly. So these are all the clients which are actually servers, and radius is the middle guy, right? We understand the concept of radius, right? It takes on all the traffic, ISPs use that, so it's mucho importante. Muy importante, sorry, yeah, okay. So, okay, radius clients, so what is it asking about here? If we go back and backer, okay, so radius clients are network access servers, yeah, we got that, not, okay, it says that here. Not client computers. If the local computer is running DHCP server, you can skip this step. Yes, local computer is running DHCP server. We do not need a middle guy right now. A radius, it's not. We don't need that, right? So, and this server is not a radius client as well. It's not taking traffic from outside. It already is a local server. So we don't need, this server is not a radius client server. So next, DHCP scopes. So when you specify one or more NAP enabled scopes, NPS evaluates client health and performance authorization for client computers requesting. So suppose we have 2 scopes. Right now we have in the private lab 1 scope only, right? And we can enable NAP per scope. So if there's a sales department scope, there's floor 1, floor 2 scope, floor 1 separate scope, floor 2 separate scope, building 1 scope, building 2 scope. So you can just add selective one. It's not like everyone is inside, you can just have a DHCP scopes. So scope level, these clients coming from sales department will only be going through NAP. It's up to you, right? Whichever scope you select. In our case, we just have 1, right? So if we had to do that scope level, we can select now. Right now we're going any computer, which is just one other computer we have, right? The main thing is we understand what the concept behind this is, right? The main thing is that. So scope level, although we're gonna go for our DHCP scope, and because we're going to affect all the servers, and guys, everyone, your second server, is it getting IP address from DHCP or static? DHCP static, okay, or static HCP. So DH static, okay, DH static. So guys, for this lab to work, yeah. So can you just remove the static IP? It's a member server. If you remove the static IP, you have DHCP server working, right? Everyone has DHCP server, right?
Yes.
Because you had to install that, right? So just remove the static IP and see what IP it got. Should be getting 52, 53, right? 51 on server 3. Why am I asking that? So why are we asking that?
Because you select DHCP,
So DHCP NAP option we need to enable. So for that there has to be some server getting IP from DHCP. So the college is closing down. There's a light off outside. So
He's telling us it's a long weekend, we have to go home.
really,
Security. going around.
long weekend means long Saturday as well. So
Yeah, maybe we could try.
yeah, we can't. At least you try. Yeah. Okay. So the DHCP scopes. Yes, we're going for the only scope, right? So every client through this. So please, you must have one client, one member server having IP address from DHCP, right? Or a client machine. You know, this is meant. NAP is meant for client machines, not for servers. But throughout this time, I've tested on servers, so that's why, you know. And we never had a client machine, right? Till now, I don't know why. Maybe I did not ask. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If it's what? Radius? Oh, CACAS. Okay. So CACAS is the first time I'm hearing. So definitely that's not recommended. So let's go for CACAS is Cisco? CACAS is a company name? It's a radius solution from some company. Because its radius solution is from nearly every third company. Radius solution from Cisco as well, from Juniper as well, from you name it. I mean, so but you love this specific radius solution? Okay, you used it? You used it, right? Okay. So you use radius as well? But whose radius? That's then the question, right? Normally it's ISPs use radius a lot, but of course they would go for hardware appliances for that, right? Even Linux has. Okay, cool. So radius solution is everywhere, right? So it specific solution, according to your experience, is also good. Okay, so DHCP scopes, everyone's machine server is now on DHCP? Yes. Okay, so next, machine groups. So yes, now first of all, scope level, that per scope we can put NAP and we can avoid some scopes if we have multiple scopes. Second thing, machine groups. Even if you select, okay, this scope, you can still select, okay, if there are 200 machines, only 100 machines will go through the NAP. So if you have machine groups created for those 100 machines from that scope of 200 machines, so you can still go specific on, you know, this NAP, that only specific machines from specific scope or scopes. Any group you want to add here will be napped, right? So this is how we can go granular. Next, okay, here, remediation server group. Okay, these are those servers which will remediate if the machine is stuck and your CEO is waiting and really angry on the phone. Your remediation server network, because the CEO approved that investment to create a remediation network. So now this means that WSUS should be there, domain controller should be there, RODC actually, and what else? Antivirus server should be there as well. Antivirus, WSUS, domain controller. So remediation server group, we are gonna pretend we have one. So, sorry? Remediation do here? We're pretending only we have a remediation server. We just need to remediation network. Oh, oh, that's a remediation network actually. A network having WSUS server, which we already did, and the antivirus server, which we don't have any antivirus server. So it's a network, it's not server. Sorry, if I said server, it's wrong. It's network. Yeah. Right. So okay, we're gonna just pretend we have a remediation server group. It's a group of servers still redirecting us to the remediation network. So new group. So I just selected new group here. Group name remediation group, and click add your local IP address and DNS name, right? So we type remediation group and click add. Friendly name RamG 192.168. Just give the local name and that's it. 200.1. Well, it's the IP address will resolve to IP address.
Is the one of server 3 the IP address or
No, the first local server. It has to be because domain control is there, so it's okay to put this one. Everyone did that? Yes. What? Okay. Yep. So if you did that, press OK. It should look like this, right?
I didn't get no friendly name.
You didn't give,
Not friendly name.
so you're not friendly, right? Oh, I mean like okay. So but it did not. It still press OK. The OK is not grayed out. Okay, that's cool.
It didn't give me the friendly name.
Yeah, so friendly name could be there or could not be there, it's okay. But if it was a production environment, I would be adding WSUS server here, separate, which is supposed to be separate server, antivirus server, which is supposed to be separate server. Okay, antivirus solution. Who has experience with antivirus server? Which, oh, 3.
Endpoint protection.
Hey, why everyone is semantic? That's not fair. Bitdefender server? Like the server? Okay, EC for server solution. Local server, you install the antivirus server, then you deploy the clients. Cool. And that works. Which one? McAfee. McAfee is what I used, and before that was semantic. So server solution. So for server solution, you install a server for that. Okay. Okay. McAfee, yeah. So semantic. Kaspersky, server solution. Just the clients, right? Endpoint. No, but they have. They're good. I mean, like good. Kaspersky. Well, top one is McAfee because banks and government organizations.
Yeah, but they have one market, but Kaspersky is very good.
Is what? Yeah, that too. But banks would really want to be very careful. So yeah, their technical people are really, they go thorough, right? So they check all the solutions. Okay, so let's go for press OK. And here that troubleshooting URL is just that if your machine is non-compliant, you can just write a very respectable message there that hey, head to the road, you don't deserve to be an employee here. So be respectful and professional, right? And exclamation marks just to be more rude. So oh yeah, sorry, you were saying? Don't put that, it was just a joke. Like so it should be respectful and professional, as I said, right? So and if it goes to CEO, oh my god, you really were quitting anyway, right? Only then you would, or maybe you were about to jump from 14th floor. Before that, yes, do that. Most welcome to do that. You're already gone, right? So Oh, that was a very bad scenario. Sorry. Okay. Okay. What was I thinking? Okay. Next. Well, as long as we have respectful and professional message here. So next. Okay. So Windows Security Health Validator. That's going to really, we need that. It's going to validate the health or go through the option of points of WSUS and everything. Then there is that enable auto remediation of client computers. Okay. They're not compliant with. Okay. Enable auto remediation. Obviously, if you have a remediation network, the clients will go there automatically. Their WSUS should be updating them, and antivirus should be updating them, and group policy should be opening their firewall if the company policy about firewall is to be on, right? So auto remediation just means that those servers should automatically start. So what about this? Network access restrictions for NAP ineligible client computers.
Well, if you're going to have it, then you should use full access, right?
So deny full network access to NAP ineligible client computers, allow access to restricted network. That's our lab actually, right? So we cannot just allow full access to them if they're not eligible. So every setting is okay here, and our client will be ineligible, is ineligible. We don't have anything here, right? So why would they put? There's a scenario, suppose, the big wigs are connecting at night and they're all having a conference and they want access to all the files. You would temporarily turn it off, and or you're doing a maintenance, turn it off then, right? So there could be any other scenario that temporarily you want it off. Okay, so next, that is it. So finito, finish. I haven't finished. All right, so that was the first part. Second and third part are still following up, but that's just very small ones. Now we go to DHCP, and so it's on the same server. Minimize, so don't close it, minimize only this network policy server.
Did you say click finish?
Yeah, click finish. Okay, now DHCP, right? So tools, DHCP. We just want to tell DHCP that whichever, suppose we have multiple scopes, right? So we can just go for any one of those scopes, but in our case we have just one scope. So scope options, okay, just go for scope here and right click and properties. Everyone there? So on server 1, go to DHCP, tools, DHCP, then expand the server, expand this IPv4, don't expand the scope, double click and then right click the scope. Every two there? So if you're there, go for properties. Everyone there? Yes. Okay. Properties. Do you see network access protection tab? Everyone sees that, right? So when you click that tab, disable for this scope or enable for this scope? So when we enable, use default network access protection profile, which is going to block, right? Guys, just a second. I'm canceling out from here, just a second. IPv4, if I right click that, properties, okay, so IPv4, okay, cancel out from there. That is an advanced option for NAP, that if you have configured the profile for that, although it's going to go for default one, but default profile has the same settings we have. If we right click the IPv4 network access protection, what does it say here? Everyone right click the IPv4, right? So it says enable on all scopes, right? Enable on all scopes. We have just one, so we're okay. But in production, if we have multiple scopes, we're not going to go for that, right? If you want to go specific for scopes. So DHCP server behavior when NPS is unreachable is full access. If NPS is unreachable, don't deny the connection. NPS is unreachable, this means you're you're working on it, or it's your fault. It's not client's fault. So there should not be a denied connection. Anyway, enable on all scopes. Let's just click that. This will override network access protection settings for all the scopes. Do you wish to continue? If you were specific in scopes, out of 5 scopes, you implemented 2 scopes. But now you're going for this. This means all scopes, right? It will overwrite any other setting. So press yes here. We just have 1 scope and press OK. Everyone, did it done? Okay. Refresh a couple of million times.
He didn't apply.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So again, oh, it's not literal. You know, somebody's pressing for a million times. Okay. Yeah. So the third thing is group policy. Every client's NAP policy should be, NAP service should be on. If that's on, then it's going to go through the NAP server. The clients will be going through that. So tools, group policy management. Here, group policy management. Every two there. Group policy management. NAP where? Man, you were having a nap, huh? Seriously? Oh, okay, okay, yeah. So domains and network, Netplus. Oops. Okay, Humber domain.local, and then we go for, okay, we're not supposed to mess with the default domain policy ever, right? Unless you have very, very good reason, right? So, but here it's a private lab. Let's screw it up. Okay, so press OK here. Default domain policy. Right click, edit. Every two there. Well, we just want the results right away. So default domain policy. Right click, edit. Everyone there. Click edit, and then there is. I'm just gonna give you the path here. So this is the most one of the most crucial steps. Policy, computer configuration, policies, Windows settings, security settings, and network access protection. So again, so if everyone has opened the editor, okay, no, close. So everyone on default domain policy? Oh, not even there. Okay, everyone on planet Earth? Oh, sorry. Okay. So everyone on here, group policy management? Yes. Okay, thank you. And then domains, expand that. Which is okay. Default domain policy. Let's just screw this one up. Edit, but in production environment, don't touch it. In production, don't touch it, right? Default domain policy. So right click, edit. Everyone there? Okay, now computer configuration. Everyone there? Policies, Windows settings, security settings, and do you see network access protection? It's here. Everyone got this path? Okay, so again expand that. NAP client configuration, and again expand that. Enforcement clients, security settings, then NAP, network access protection, NAP client configuration, enforcement clients, and you don't have to expand that. On the right side, do you see DHCP quarantine enforcement client?
Yes.
Everyone sees that? Double click, enable. Sorry, DHCP quarantine enforcement client. Everyone sees that? All right. Okay, apply OK. Everyone do it done? Second policy right on top of this line here, system services. Second policy right on top of this network access protection line called system services. Everyone there? You can see the system services? System services on the right side of the system services in the same line, you click anywhere and click N. Click anywhere in the system services, which is on top of the same line of network access protection, and then click N. When you click N, do you see network access protection again? Now this agent we have to activate in every client machine. So it could be napped. It could go through NAP, right? So network access protection agent, everyone there? Double click that, define this policy setting, and put this service to automatic. Now when the client starts again, this service will start and they will have to go through NAP, right? So everyone put it to automatic? Yes. Okay, thank you. Oh, let's just go for it. So, we can just put domain users there for general users who are supposed to be put into this. Yeah, apply. Okay. For now, we have administrators. You know what? So guys, let's just do that. I didn't do that and it still worked. But edit security. And so this is for client agent. This is not users. Domain computers will be there, right? So do we have a group that is general for computers? So if we go for add here, domain, if we just put domain here and check name, yep, there is a group called domain computers, right? All workstations. Then there's domain controllers, don't go for that, domain computers. Everyone sees that? Domain computers, press OK, full control. Where? So again, I'm just going to show that again. So everyone on this screen, edit security, and then click add, then just type domain computers full if you want. Computers, check name, always check name. It should go underline like this. Everyone got this? Everyone got this? Okay. Is there a no? Okay, press OK and press, okay, I did that already. Apply, okay. So now, no, don't go for domain controller, domain computers, right? Huh? Domain computers, not controllers, right? In a production environment, I would do all the professional steps. Here, we can be as unprofessional as we are. No, we should be professionals. I mean, like, dance proper? Yeah, okay. So, okay, everyone did that? Domain computers, full control. Are we all done? Security policy. Add security policy and then go for add. Hey, you got 911 beside you. Thank you, sir. License register. Okay. Yep. We want to see the results ASAP. So if everyone, what do we do when we implement a group policy? GP update / force. So first of all, we can close the editor. We don't have to keep the editor open. So close that. GPMC console is okay. It's open. So in fact, we can refresh here. Select the domain here in the group policy management console. Refresh, and then okay. So I'm just gonna go for command prompt here. Command prompt admin. Everyone, press yes. GP update / force. Okay, enter. I hope it doesn't make us restart. No, log off and log in sometimes. A big message comes and oh, you have okay, not here. So I think we're all done. I mean, now we need to test. But before testing, before going to the client, one last thing is, hey, where are those compliance settings that are about to be cross-checked with the client, right? So if we minimize that and minimize the group policy management console as well. So do we have NPS server still open where we configured our group policies? This one, the globe thingy. Okay, so if we now go to network access protection, System health validator, second one, expand that too. Windows security health validator, expand that too. Until you reach settings. Now, everyone there? When you double click default configuration, that's the list that they want to check. And you can see already it's meant for Windows 8, 7, Vista, XP. But if you go here to the list, firewall settings, yes, it's going to check that. Antivirus application, antivirus up to date, both first application is there or not, and if it is up to date or not, right? Anti-spyware as well, up to date, automatic updating is enabled, and restrict access for clients that do not have all available security updates. You want to go really strict there, you can enable that, but we are already strict on our client because our client does not have anything here. So, but these are all other options that you want to go really strict on, that if security updates are not there, just so this is going to be cross-checked for our client, right? All we need to do now is go to the server, restart it, or ipconfig release renew, do that, right? So press OK here. There's nothing to change here, right? This is all it's going to check. So yes, we're good with that. Now our client is part of that scope that is going to be napped. Our client should have that service of nap already enabled. So I'm going to my client here, which is run to the domain, and I'm going to PowerShell and hey, ipconfig/release, because it's, and it will not work if it is static, of course. So ipconfig/release. I'm just trying to reconnect with DHCP. As soon as it reconnects, NAP will be implemented, right? But for group policy, we have to run that command as well. ipconfig release and renew config, or we could have restarted. Renew. First is release, second is renew. So in my case, I think it got the 52 IP address. 52, yes. So this is, we're reconnecting with DHCP. Second thing, for group policy, GP update/force as well. So refresh both other components. DHCP it is dependent on, we refresh that, and then we go for GP update/force. Enter. Okay, whoa, that was fast. What's wrong with you? What's right with your machine? Just to get, grab it, even if you didn't, just get the policy now. Wow, that was fast. Seriously, what's right with you? Okay, so if you go down to your clocks here to the right bottom, do you see any message coming for network access? Okay, network access protection. It says there, right? And when we click it like this, so first of all, go for the flag here. At once it implements that, right? So on the flag, we're talking about server 3 or the new server, right? Implement it. Anyone there? Implement it. Do you see this flag? Okay, when you go inside, what do you see here? This computer doesn't meet security standards defined by your network administrator. Network access might be limited. Okay, we're good. Everyone should be seeing this, right? That is so good. So if we uncheck all the options, does it go the other way then? So I'm just gonna go quickly back there to the first server. Here, this was open, right? Default configuration. Double click, uncheck. Oops. Yeah. You want to uncheck these two options. First you have to check the second option, then the first option will be unchecked, right? Everything. We just want to check this if it works the other way as well, right? It should give us the network connectivity again, right? So did everyone uncheck? Make sure that nothing grayed out is checked as well. So first uncheck the second one, then uncheck the first one, right? None of the options should be grayed out and checked. So press OK. Everyone did that? Now I'm just going to run the GP update/force on the domain controller again, and then I'm going to go to the client side, ipconfig release renew and gp update/force on the client side as well, right? The same exact same things after making a change. Okay, if I go to the member server now, first release, so up arrow release, and then all right, okay, and then renew on the client on the other server, and then up arrow for gp update/force. Let's see, while it is going on, maybe some option pops up here. So NAP is still showing. No, so the NAP should not be at least limiting the connection because it's cross-checking that. The NAP agent is still there. NAP agent is now should be checking that, the compliance is okay. It is compliant because firewall should be on and it's not checking anything in the compliance. So other than the client side, it should give us, not limited connection, but
No, it doesn't take effect right away, no.
yeah, it's not right away, but does it take at all?
It doesn't for me. Try again.
Or I'm just gonna restart the machine, but we're not gonna stay here longer. So because we need to do a one very, very long lap. Hey, I love that expression. It's like everyone's like big eyes now. What? Are you kidding me? Yep. Oh, yeah, it's like more colder, right?
Well, it just keeps pumping it. It doesn't shut off at all, right? It's not dirty.
Oh yeah, it's. Hey, would you keep the air conditioning down, will ya? Hey, sometimes it works. Screaming and okay, restart.
You don't have the key for that, maybe.
Nah, the only key is back kick.
Alright, forget it.
Oh,
I was just wondering.
oops. Yeah, it's colder now. I think it's hotter outside because these machines see the outside temperature, and then they
After you reboot it works.
or rebooting the second machine.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, it doesn't come
You
up.
also confirm? Thank you for confirming, guys. So once the compliance check is off, it has nothing to cross check, right? So it's supposed to then put us to the full network connectivity. So it works both ways. That could be in the final exam. Oh. Now, my favorite is failure clustering in the final exam. And, well, that's for your own good. If only failure clustering is there in the final exam, it's worth it.
I've never had anybody ask me that yet.
Hmm?
Never had anybody ask me that yet. I failed.
Failure clustering? Well, level 2, 3, especially 3.
I've had festival rules and
Oh yeah, Prisma rules always coming.
PID and infrastructure masters,
Mhm.
streaming masters, stuff like that.
No, so failure clustering is always there in the high availability, right? So they will be. So okay, this is done. Everyone check that. Now this NAP option is gone. So